Guys, a quick update on Jasmy coin. I've been covering it a lot lately on the channel. Lots of feedback on Jasmy coin and Spell token. So here we are again with Jasmy. We are seeing a pullback here. Bitcoin has been seeing some bearish moves here today. We're below 40K right now, I do believe, for Bitcoin. So with that being said, a lot of what Jasmy does will depend on what happens with the markets as a whole and what happens with Bitcoin. So guys, keep your eyes on what Bitcoin is doing, because if Bitcoin goes bearish, then most likely the majority of these altcoins will also go bearish. But let's take a look at Jasmy coin and see how it's holding up here during this move to the downside. First thing I want to point out is the most important thing here, in my opinion, is the fact that we are bouncing off of this previous resistance. You guys know, if you watched my latest update on Jasmy coin, I did have this trend line in here being projected out from this resistance, and you can see that here on the 4-hour time frame, Jasmy has perfectly came down here. Let's zoom in on this and let's take a look at it. But Jasmy has bounced pretty nicely here off of that trend line. So if we can hold support above this previous resistance level, then that is very good. That is a bullish sign, a good indication for a reversal back to the upside. So that is the first and most important thing that I want to talk about. The next thing I want to talk about is a couple of areas of support that we broke and what that means for the price action here in the near future as far as resistance goes and retesting these areas. So let's jump into it. And of course, as always, it's not financial or investment advice. Invest at your own risk. Guys, smash up the likes and hit the subscribe button. Join the community here if you are new. So the next thing that I would like to talk about are those levels of support and resistance. Let's take a look at this. So you can see back here we have two beautiful, well, really more than just two here on the 4-hour time frame. Multiple different touches there for this trend line, and it is also confirmed here. So let's zoom in on that, because this support was broken. We did not manage to hold that support. And if you look at this, you can see that Jasmy coin perfectly came down to that uptrend, but broke it here. And then you can see we got rejected there by that same support level. So that is confirmed right there from those few touches that we had there in the beginning. But it's very much confirmed here. You can see that after breaking the support, you got rejected here by it and then continued to the downside. Next area that I want to talk about here would be this support level from this channel that was also broken and confirmed here. You can see once you zoom in on this that it was multiple times support, broke it, confirmed it as resistance, and went lower. So that is always a signal, guys. Always pay attention to this, because if you see something like this holding support and that support gets broken pretty significantly like it did here, get ready, because that previous support is definitely going to be tested for resistance. If that resistance is confirmed, then the price will go lower. So these are all key areas that you're going to want to pay attention to here if we can manage to get a bounce. Now, like I said, it does depend a lot what happens with Bitcoin. I do think Bitcoin's in a very close range to getting that move back to the upside, but we do look like we're trying to bounce pretty nicely off of this previous resistance level. If that does manage to hold, then we will need to come up and retest this area. So we will need to retest this downtrend support level, and then we will need to come up and once again test these other areas of resistance, which are going to put you in back at testing around 2.5 cents. Also going to be testing about 2 cents even here, currently trading at 0.018. So definitely going to want to come up and test about 2.5 cents. That might get rejected there. Definitely, as the EMA ribbon comes down here on the 4-hour, also you're going to have to test the EMAs, the 50 here, as it comes down on you as resistance. And as far as anything lower to go here, guys, I really don't suspect much. Now, the lowest area really you could go, I mean, your bottom support down here is at a penny. We've talked about this for Jasmy coin, and then of course right here at about 1.5 cents, but you're right there near that. But 1.5 cents should hold as support if you break the current support. Now, as far as what the future holds for Jasmy coin, guys, like I said, it will depend a lot, in my opinion, on what happens with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin starts to go bearish mode, then I'd be careful, because you might see coins like this consolidate quite a bit more. But considering how low it is already in price from its highs, it would make sense for a reversal here, or at least a consolidation in the upside direction. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Drop those likes and drop those comments in the comment section. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I hope to see you in the next video.